So I was on Reddit and I found this. It's a map of all the UK railway companies by region. It was posted by Karma State 8208. Let's have a look at it. So originally I was going to go over each company, give you a bit of an insight and, what they do in the region and stuff. But I've just realised something. This map looks a bit off. The main thing is, where's Cumbria? Has it just been bitten off? Or has it just been, what's happened there? Wales has also taken the Wirral as well. They've just decided they've had enough and they just taken the Wirral. Northern Ireland has taken Donegal. In fact, I'm pretty sure that's almost all of the Ulster County. The Shetland Islands is not on the map. They got the Orkney Islands on the map, but not the Shetland Islands. They just decided, no, we're not going to include that on there. I understand the UK had a heat wave recently. When I'm recording this, we had a heat wave. But it looks like England has melted. It was that hot. England has melted. So I've seen this a few times. It is a World Cup prediction from The Simpsons. Let's have a look at it. Okay, this is obviously not real, but this is actually based off a real episode where these two did play in a fictional match. So that bit is real, but this... we need to have a look at this because it's awful. This is AI, and you can tell it's AI because of how terrible it is. I mean, first of all, Norway and Ivory Coast play each other, but Japan's gone through. And even though they've played there, then they're playing each other. No wonder why Japan's gone through. Then England has beaten Mexico. Then they're playing Japan, but then Mexico's gone through in the semi-final. Like, what happened here? Did England beat Mexico? Then they realised that England cheated, so England played Japan on Mexico's behalf for that one game, so that's why Mexico went through. And this bit's just as bad. So Egypt have beaten Australia, Cape Verde have beaten Argentina, but then why have Australia here? What's happened here? How's that happened? And this bit is also really bad. So Ghana have beaten Colombia, even though that's clearly Ecuador's flag. Then they've played Algeria. Algeria have gone through, but then Algeria play Australia, but then Egypt have gone through? This section is just as bad. So Croatia have beaten Portugal, and they're facing themselves after this result, which had nothing to do with Croatia. Then, okay, that's normal. And then, what's happened here? Morocco's beaten Netherlands, they're playing Canada, but then the Netherlands has gone through. I know this is not meant to be taken seriously, and it's just a little bit of fun, but it's really bad. Like, this is genuinely awful. So I was on Reddit and I found this. It's possibly the worst map I've ever seen. It was posted by Mountain Job 910. Let's have a look at it. So the original poster actually gives them context. They found this on a Facebook post, and yes, it's AI. This is ridiculous. I mean, first of all, John O'Groats is in Aberdeenshire now. I always thought it was in the northernmost point in Scotland. Why is it there? Inverness is no longer in the Highlands. It's right near Edinburgh now. Shrewsbury's in Lancashire. Exeter's in Wales now. Why are the Yorkshire Dales in the... what's going on there? Hadrian's Wall is right in the middle of the Midlands of England as well. Shrewsbury's there again. It's there twice. Why is Shrewsbury there twice? And apparently there's more land to Land's End. This has just randomly appeared. What's that meant to be? If that's meant to be part of the Scilly Isles, then that is awful because they're not that... it's 23 miles from Land's End, fair enough, but it's not that close. I mean, in terms of what's the most accurate here, Land's End's the most accurate, but there's also the fact that the Peak District isn't actually that far off from where it actually is, but that's still wrong. Another thing that's pretty accurate is the walking distance. It is around 1,200 miles, but that is really it. This map is awful, and I've seen a lot of bad maps. This is one of the worst I've ever seen. Even for AI, this is bad. AI has awful maps, but this is just ridiculous. So I was on Reddit and I found this, the greatest map of all time. It is a map of all the train routes in the UK and Ireland. This was posted by Volleyball 10. Let's have a look at it. So this map is AI. It was on the AI Map Go subreddit. It's AI, and you can tell it's AI because it's absolutely appalling. First of all, in Britain, this is terrible. The Isle of Wight has disappeared completely. A lot of the places are not even marked. London, Birmingham, Manchester in the wrong spot. Leeds is in Hull now, and it's also spelt weird. And Glasgow's not even on the mainland. It's in the water. Why is Glasgow in the water? Edinburgh's text has gone weird. And this is Aberdeen now, which what? The shape of Wales is also a bit weird. There's no cities marked, and also just the way that it looks. That's not fun. And Ireland is just as bad. Derry's in the wrong space completely. There's two Belfast. No, there's not two Belfast, because that's spelled Delfast for some reason. What the hell is Delfast? Dublin's in the wrong spot, and it's just... this is a mess, once again. The colours are nice. I guess that's one thing they got right. I mean, they're not amazing, but, they're alright. And once again, the Orkney and Shetland Islands are omitted from a map of Britain. They're always cut off and they're hardly mentioned. We need to start mentioning the Orkney and Shetland Islands. They need to be on maps. We need to give them some representation. So I was on Reddit and I found this. It is a map of the 10 largest stadiums in the UK. This was posted by LWHC. Let's have a look at it. So this map's AI. It was on the AI Map Go subreddit. This is becoming a series, I guess, where I talk about terrible AI maps. And once again, this map is absolutely shocking. I mean, for one thing, there's 9 stadiums there, and in fact, there's not even 9 because there's repeats. So the Principality Stadium's there 3 times, the London Stadium's there twice. Anfield's now in Scotland, and Twickenham's in the ocean. I don't know, how has Twickenham ended up in the ocean? All 3 Principality Stadiums are in the wrong location, and it's the exact same for the London Stadium and Wembley. Why is Wembley in Devon? The most accurate spot on the map is Murrayfield, and even then, it's still in the wrong spot. And even some of the capacity numbers are wrong. The capacity of Murrayfield is 67,144, and the Principalities is 73,931, so they can't even get these numbers right. And I just had to check this because I was pretty sure this was wrong as well, but Anfield's capacity is 61,276. I've seen a lot of bad maps, both AI and not AI, but this is in the top 3 worst I've seen because there's not 10 stadiums there. In fact, there's repeats. They're all in the wrong location, and some of the capacity numbers are incorrect. It's just a mess. Also, why does Anfield and the London Stadium have the England flag and Murrayfield has the Scotland flag, but Twickenham doesn't have the England flag, the Principality doesn't have the Welsh flag, and Wembley doesn't have the English flag? What's going on there? And London's just in the middle of England for some reason, and it's also in Scotland. London's there twice, and it's not in London. And of course, a map of the UK does not include the Shetland and Orkney Islands together. The Orkney Islands are there, but where are the Shetland Islands? So someone in my comments posted another terrible AI map of Britain's train routes, so let's have a look at this. I was originally going to talk about how the cities are in the wrong place and how they're also spelt incorrectly. And whilst that is present, I mean, what is Wolverhampton? What is Wolverhampton? It's not as bad as of what I've seen in the past, and it's not 100% accurate, but it's still not the worst I've seen. The main attraction of this map is how wonky Britain looks. Why does it look weird? I mean, first of all, the Humber has just been shut off, so Hull's now landlocked. Anglesey is for some reason no longer an isle and it's connected to mainland Wales physically. The Outer Hebrides in Scotland have just been swallowed up, whether that be the sea has taken them or they've just been connected to the mainland again, but they're gone. The Shetland and Orkney Islands are omitted from another map of Britain, but that's not shocking because they always are. And all of it just looks wonky. I can't even talk about what train routes are right or wrong, what city's spelled right or wrong, what city's in the right place or not, because Britain just looks odd. It just looks weird. I think Wales actually has more land here than it actually does. It has grown. So there you go, another terrible map, but nowhere near the worst I've ever seen. In fact, this is good in comparison to some of the other maps I've seen, and this is terrible.